Quickly, let's do a little bit of a touch-up. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Destiny here. I wanted to pop in and do a favorites video. I haven't done a favorites video in forever. I haven't done a video in quite some time. So I'm gonna show you the favorites. We're gonna talk a little bit, and I also want to talk to you about some things that I miss about the States. So first off, I want to start out with something that I used today for the first time. This is the Max Matte Shine Control Broad Spectrum SPF 45. This is from Peter Thomas Roth. Now, a lot of you may or not know that I live in the Caribbean, and this is definitely a stone that kills two birds with one stone. It's SPF and then it's shine control. It has an SPF of 45. It's a mattifying cream, helps reduce pore clogging, excess oil with a weightless sheer finish. And I have to say yes to all of this. Now I used this today for the first time, so first impression. I didn't use a lot, and they generally say that you need like 2 or 3 fingers to be able to get the amount of sun protection that you need from a sunscreen. I didn't use that much. I didn't get a harsh, like super matte mattifying effect, and I'm thinking maybe it's because I didn't use too much, but I like this so far. I did a little bit of a touch-up only because I like matte foundation, but I also am getting into the glowy dewy look of it all because it's really hard to avoid here in such a humid climate, but so far so good. I was actually talking on Instagram about some of the things that I miss about the States. One of those things happens to be being able to just start a business off of a whim, really quick, really easy. Being able to sell my products has proven to be really hard here in the Dominican Republic. Something that I am talking about in particular is what I have on my cheeks. This is my handmade blush, and I also have on my handmade bronzer. Something else that I've been loving, that I've been using for a while, and I may have even mentioned this in a video, is the Garnier Glow Boost Illuminating Hydrating Moisturizer. I absolutely love this. This is actually a really good moisturizer to use with a matte foundation. If you want an actual touch matte finish, but you still want to look glowy and healthy and dewy and radiant, this is bomb. And then if you also decide to use it without makeup, it just makes your skin look beautiful. Just makes your skin look beautiful. Another thing I miss about living in the States is having really quick and easy access to a lot of these kind of things. Like Milani is something that I really don't see here. I see Garnier and a couple of other things, but there are some drugstore makeup products that are just not as available as they once were. And if they're available, they're kind of expensive. So next up we have Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray. I really like this a lot. The other day I was going for a really beachy, healthy, glowy, dewy look. And when I'm going for those looks, I'll often use a foundation that has a finish because I don't want to be a complete and utter grease ball. I already have, you know, oily skin, so it doesn't make sense to have oily skin and use a foundation that is kind of like creamier or oily or more humectant. So I will use this to kind of fake the effect, and then a little bit of a highlighter. So that's really, really pretty. Another thing I miss about the States is being able to hop in my car and know exactly where I'm going. Like when I used to take my little day trips to the mall to go to SEPHORA, which is where I got this little bad boy. This is the Magic Serum Crystal Elixir from Charlotte Tilbury, and I absolutely love this. This is one of those skin diffusing, blurring, absolutely beautifying serums that you can use before your foundation. You can mix it into your foundation or moisturizer, and it just gives your skin a beautiful dewy kind of finish. Huge fan of this. Something I picked up, no doubt, when I was getting what I'm about to show you. If it wants to focus, please act right. It's been a long time, and that's it right here. The next thing I've absolutely been loving is this Fenty Pro Filter, and I'm pretty sure that I showed you this. I'm pretty sure many of you use this. We all love Rihanna, we all love Fenty Beauty, and I absolutely love Pro Filter. I'm in color 390, and it is a part of the trifecta that is my beautiful foundation today. Let me show you the other two partners in crime. Too Faced, Born This Way, Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer is absolutely positively warm weather certified. You need this in your collection if you live in a warmer climate or if you're going on vacation in love. So I've gotten a lot darker. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. I mean, I'm chocolate, period, but I've gotten quite a bit darker, and I no longer am 540 in Lancome. I'm officially 552 cool. Absolutely love it here. Absolutely gorgeous. I just look so deep and so warm and just, Coco, you know, Coco personified. If Coco was a person, honey. I absolutely love the way these three look together. This is pretty much my outer face, my edge, and then this is my center face, and then this is my highlight. You guys know how it goes. And then oftentimes for the edge of my face, I'll use like 560 or something a little bit darker. I do have on one of my homemade bronzers. Many of you may have it. I have on color number 1. I had to reformulate my bronzers because they were entirely too pigmented. Let me tell you, when you're an indie brand, or if you have products from indie brands, you may recognize that we put in that pigment, honey. So this is it right here. This is number 1. This is a bronzer that is going to give you glow and it's going to give you depth. Actually, the original name of these bronzers are Depth and Glow, and they give you exactly that. So to kind of tame down a little bit of my glow, which you may need to do if you have oily skin, I've absolutely been loving this little beauty from the Prime Beauty, and this is their Locked In Loose Powder in the color Golden Gal, and I absolutely love this. It's such a beautiful tone. You guys know that generally my favorite powder is Dermablend, and I have it, and oftentimes I will use Dermablend in Cool Almond with other colors in the center of my face because I love the staying power of Dermablend. I just feel like it's better. It may not even be better, but I've been using it for so long and I have such a trust in it. To me, it's just gonna it's just a go-to. So I absolutely love the color payoff of this and the quality, and it locks me in really good. If you use this with a powder puff, you're gonna be like locked in, as the name suggests, hardcore. So last but not least, definitely not least at all, this is a Mayron Barrier Spray. It is a sealer and a fixative for makeup, and it's definitely something that I have been loving and using a lot lately. Now, it is technically a setting spray, but it's like a setting spray on bath salts because it's so bomb. It's such a good deal. And what I really like to do is add it into my foundation, a couple drops, mix it around, and then apply it. I still set my foundation with powder, and I'll even still spray it with a little bit of like Urban Decay All Nighter, something like that, just to really seal the deal, pun intended. And it works so very, very well. So a show that I've been loving, absolutely loving, is a throwback, Joan of Arcadia. Huge early 2000s favorite. I've been watching it and loving it. Of course, Sisters, duh, I have to mention it. I've been letting it build up, and then I've been loving Zatima too. It's sucked me in, honey. The drama, the overacting, whatever you want to say. I've been in love with the storyline, even though it's kind of drying up. I've been loving it. And then You People on Netflix. It's so cute. You got to check it out. I didn't want to fall into it. You guys know that, well, maybe you don't know, but I'm not always the biggest fan of things when they're like super hyped up and super trendy, but You People is so cute. And I know that you guys have been watching my nails as I'm showing you products. All right, I will have these linked in the bottom bar. These are nails by Nixie Nails, and Nixie has changed my nail game for the better. For the past few years, I've exclusively been wearing her nails. They're gel, they're hand painted, they're absolutely amazing. They're strong, they're tough, they're thick. They are like my little twin sister. No, but I love me a good press-on. They're not for everybody, but for those of you who love a good press-on, baby, go check out Nixie. All right, you guys, so tell me some things in the comment area that you've been loving, and if you live abroad, tell me some things you miss about your home country. As always, guys, I want to thank you so much for commenting, rating, and subscribing. I'll be in touch, and hopefully you'll do the same. Bye, guys.